at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker.
We're working. Work never stop. There's always work to do, no matter what.
But yeah, yeah. So yeah, Crawford pretty much says that. You know what? Let me play the clip again.
His whole career, I moved up, 2 divisions from 135, from 140, then conquered 147. So me personally, I wouldn't say that it did anything to my career, but at welterweight. Oh well, I didn't get that fight at welterweight that I wanted, but all in all, my career has been great.
When you guys are in the same room on camera together, there is a playful respect and it's definitely the tension that two fighters will have, but not spite like these two. It's not like there's some kind of deep-seated hatred or anything. Can you call Errol Spence? And everybody says fighters can make fights, regardless of promoters and networks. Can you two have a one-on-one?
I did that.
What happened?
Listen, you know, for whatever reason, the fight's not happening. It's not happening. But I do believe the fight, he wants to fight, and I've been wanting to fight. But I think the politics behind, you know, closed doors is the reason why the fight never happened. When you got two black fighters, when you got us segregating from, oh, you on top rank, we PBC, and this and that and that and this. Everybody bringing up all these excuses instead of coming together. We want to tear each other down. You know, uh, it's crazy. As a black race, for us to always want to tear each other down instead of build each other up. I think that's the only thing that's been basically preventing the fight, because I think if we all came together and said, all right, well, this is the fight we want, and we not supporting no other fight until y'all fight each other, then, you know, that's what we get, instead of, oh, we don't need him, or he's the B side or he's the A side, and take this money and take that money 60-40 and all that. That's just, stuff that never was even on the table. People just hear a narrative and then they'll run with it, and then they'll use they network channels to feed that to the people that really don't know boxing, and then that's when you get the narrative, and that's when everybody starts saying this and saying that, and then you get Team Crawford, and then you get Team Spence, and then you get his fans, and then you get my fans, and then everybody going against each other. Well, in reality, we should be on the same team. We're trying to make the fight happen.
Have you ever had that conversation with Errol Spence?
Of course, of course.
Did he seem
Like I said, he's been eager to have the fight as well, but for some odd reason, they
See,
veered to.
he's being diplomatic there. Errol Spence ain't being eager, bro. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's not. See, I'm gonna tell you the truth. He's not being eager to make the fight, because if he was eager to make the fight with you, bro, that when you beat Sean Porter that night, he would have made sure he stepped in that ring with you. But instead, he got the fuck up out of the building because Derek James told him, "Don't make it a show." No. We need to make it a show because this is the show. You part of the show. But he left the building early. So he's not eager, Crawford. He's not. He's not at all. He ain't. No. We gonna have to wait and see now. We gonna have to wait and see after this dude's fight Ugis. We gonna have to wait and see if he's really for real. I'm not really buying it like that, bro. Yeah, Bud can say one thing, but I'm looking at it the other way. I don't know if dude really wants to fight like that, bro. Whenever he get brought up, he don't want to talk about it. He kind of he's really evasive about it. Crawford's sitting here talking about it. Even though he said he ain't gonna talk about it again, he tired of talking about it, he's still talking about it. So if anything, it's been well proven that Crawford wants this fight with this guy, but we gonna have to see if Spence really wants this fight.
Do other things, and I believe the fight will happen. Like you said, he want to fight all those guys, and then fight me last, that's the route that he want to do. You know, I'm a straightforward guy. I want to go straight for the head. You know, and that's just me.
That fight every.
Yeah, that's it, man. You know, I'm not gonna play the rest of it. Go check out Seconds Out for the full interview. They also, so Bud came out and said that Spence, he thinks Spence wants to fight. He said that he has conversations with Errol Spence Jr. But on the outside, it looks like Spence don't want the fucking fight, Bud. Straight up. You could be diplomatic if you want to, but on the outside, to a lot of people, it's looking like that dude don't want no parts of you, bro. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. And after this fight with Dennis Ugas, if he gets past Ugas, go tell a lot. If he really even wanted to deal with this dude. You could be diplomatic all you want to. The motherfucker don't want to fight. He don't want to fight. But we go see. Spence don't need to be focused on Bud. He needs to be worried about Ugas now. Dennis Ugas is a whole nother problem within itself. I don't care what nobody say. That's a whole nother problem within itself. That's a whole nother problem within itself. So yeah, fans got to do their job. I've been doing my part over here. I'll never go against the grain in making a fight. Never. When it's time to fight, it's time to fight. Nobody wants to sit here and watch dudes argue about A-sides and splits and shit. Nobody wants to sit here and watch that shit. Nobody wants to see that, man. Oh, well, he has to take the 40 and he has to do this. Well, he shouldn't have did that. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. So don't come over here on this channel talking that shit. I'll damn near block you. I will damn near block you. And I don't be on the, I'm not abandonment. I don't be on that shit. I'll damn near block you if you come on here talking that shit in the comment section. A lot of the dudes that do the most talking in the comment section do not be showing up for these lives to address these topics live on in person. I'll invite the motherfuckers. They don't want no smoke, man. Because at the end of the day, this is something that needs to happen for boxing. It should happen for boxing. Every time these dudes get a camera in their face, guess what's going to happen? Errol Spence going to get brought up. Guess what's going to happen? Terence Crawford going to get brought up. Crawford said, we got to have a sit down. Nobody sat down with him yet. They don't know what he wants. They don't know what he's willing to do. Right? That's what he said. He said, we just got to sit down and have a conversation. We just got to have a conversation. You don't need to be all this backing and forth, and we just got to have a conversation, and then we can work this thing out. That's it. It don't need to be all this extra shit. We really don't need to know who's getting what. Do anybody know what Ugas is getting? No. Did anybody really do their research and looking in his pockets and what he get? No. No. But when it comes to the fights that we really want to see, fans ain't on the same page with it. Well, what is he getting? What does he want? Oh, this guy said this. Come on, man. Well, really, we, at this place, you should be like, man, just get in the ring and fight. Just get in the ring and fight. Yeah, we get it. It's a business. I know. We get it. It's also a sport. Yeah, it's a business, but it's also a sport. I've been saying we need to see the Spence Crawford fight for black boxing. I've been saying that shit for years now. 2 undefeated black fighters in their prime. When last time we got it? We haven't got it probably since Sugar Ray and fucking Marvin Hagler. No, maybe Roy Jones or James Toney or something like that, right? Michael Nunn or something like that. Around those days, man. Haven't really got nothing like that that's significant as this in quite some time. Those fights probably won't even be as big as this. Got the money over there for these fighters, man. That tells us, that reveals all too. I don't want to hear nothing about no money for Spence and Crawford, bro. I don't want to hear it. If you can muster up $100 million, so we gonna say it's well over $100 million. If you go pay Benavidez and Charlo what they want, right? What's up with the Spence Crawford fight? I don't want to hear nothing about no economics. Yeah, that fight is not even nowhere near as big. Them dudes ain't about to be getting no $100 million purses for that fight. No $50 million, $40 million. You know what I'm saying? A fight and shit. Nah, hell nah, bro. They don't got no money for it right now. They really, what I think it is, they gonna want Crawford to sign. Ultimately, I think it's gonna come down to them wanting Crawford to sign. He's too good of a fighter to be out here lingering around in the boxing streets by himself. He go beat up on our dudes and take this shit and run with it. You know what I'm saying? So just to protect ourselves and our business, we gonna have to get this guy to sign with us just in case he whoop our dudes. That's what it really is. Okay? Terence Crawford is a fucking hell of a fighter. He can whoop our guys. We don't want him to beat our guys and run off somewhere else. So he's gonna have to sign with us if he wants to get the Spence fight. That's what it's gonna come down to. Him having to sign a multi-type fight deal to deal with Spence. And that's the business part of it. But really, where else Crawford go? Where else is Bud go? Right? Where else he go? Who Eddie Hearn don't got nobody for him to fight. Yes, bro. It from the outside looking in, it looks like Spencer just don't want to fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Roy versus Tony is probably like the last fight where two guys in a prime, and I don't even think they was as big. They wasn't even as big as they was a little later on down the line, but they fought early on. You know what I'm saying? They fought early on. Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns was probably like a fight of, they was in their 20s when they fought, bro, for the first time. They was in their 20s, bro. Crawford about to be 35. Kell Brook and Amir Khan is 35. All these guys is in their 30s now. Errol Spence is pushing that mid-30s range too as well. Of course, 35 today, one would say is younger than a 35 from yesterday for sure. But shit, let's get this show on the road.